Hi, I'm Marie from the Yukon Home and Garden Education Center, and I'm here with Pam Cooper, and she's going to show us how to transplant a plant that's been pot bound. Pam, show us what to do.
All right, so how do you determine if your plant is pot bound? Well, if you can see this plant at all, it's like tight in this pot. We can also look at the bottom, and I'll just show you the roots. They're coming out the bottom. This plant needs to go one size up. The key is not to go too much bigger, just one pot size.
So in this case, this is how many inches is this?
I say that's 6, we're going to go to 8.
8 inches, okay, that's fine.
So how do you go about it? Because you don't want to wreck this poor plant. It's already suffering enough.
It's suffering enough. You can see, look at the leaves. You can see how some are very nice and dark, and some are much lighter. It tells you that the plant is stressed.
Right.
So you can see when we pull it out, you're going to see why.
And sometimes if you're not sure if a plant is pot bound, if you don't see the roots, it's when you water it, the water just goes rushing through the pot. It needs to go up size. So how do you take it out without killing it? Sometimes you gotta smack it a little bit to loosen it up. See, that just popped right out.
Oh,
sometimes it's not that great, but you see these roots? These are bad. They're just going around and around and around, and there's really not much soil left in there.
Do this.
I'm going to try to pull some of these roots.
That doesn't hurt the plant, right?
It might hurt it somewhat. I already lost a few of the roots right there. It's not a big deal. So now we want to put some soil in that pot, and if you'll see...
That's my job.
Okay. We don't need a lot in the bottom because we're almost to here.
Right.
But we have to have something for these roots to get purchase on.
How's that?
That's pretty good.
Okay. All right.
And let's just...
We make a good team. Okay.
So here we are here. And now on the sides, we want to get some soil on the sides. A lot of times if you use a chopstick, it's really good to poke the soil in the sides of the pot.
Well, I may have something else.
Marie, we could actually go up a size if you want.
And that's okay, because we're gardeners. And it's always about experimentation. And there you go. Now,
the first time you water it, you want to make sure the water goes all the way through the bottom, because the soil in the bottom was very dry.
So it may take a few bits of watering to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can clean off your pot. If you got any potting soil on the plant, you can just take a hose or just your watering can and just wash it off it. But that's a simple repotting job. I mean, this plant was pretty bad, but it wasn't in that bad a shape really, but it would have been.
No. And what about feeding this, Pam?
I would feed it now because we just took some roots out.
Yeah.
I'd give it not a full dose. I'd give it something
like a half dose.
Well, it's been. Normally you probably wouldn't, but this plant has been starving for a while.
Yeah.
So, but if you've been fertilizing your plant right along, then I wouldn't worry about fertilizing it right away. But this plant's going to need something because,
There you go. So, for more information or any other questions you have about plants or gardens, contact us at Yukon Home and Garden Education Center at ladybug.yukon.edu or phone us at 877-4